release is like, I guess it's right in here or a little earlier, so it's like basically a week and a half away or whatever. Then there's the streamer event, which I'm invited to thanks to Wizards of the Coast sponsoring us, is on the 16th, where we'll be playing with the new set. And then on the 17th, I believe the new set's getting released on Arena. So anyway, figured we play a little bit more standard with basically the same lists we have been playing. I know it's just a smidge bit boring, but it's really hard to innovate a dead format. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze, muted, that's why for the weird pause. Anyway, I've been extremely happy with this list in best of 3. I think it has some flaws in the best of 1 format. Um, it's practically Brad Nelson's list. It's what we play on our arena all the time. We've removed the 2 Karns because I find them lackluster, and right now I'm still on the additional Wildgrowth Walker and the Seeker Squire. The Wildgrowth Walker primarily because there's so much White Weenie and Red Deck wins on Magic Online, or sorry, Arena. But for Magic Online, I really feel like it should just be a Doom Whisperer or another Druid of the Cow or maybe even a 4-mana Vraska. But since it's what we've been playing so much on Arena, I figured we would test it again here as well to see if we can see or notice noticeable differences, I guess. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. I don't really know. For some reason, I seem to not be able to get my throat clear after that sneeze. Good morning, who cares? How are you doing today? If we somehow do less, like say we 1-3 this event or 0-3 this event or whatever, we'll hop over to Arena and play a little bit more to like round out the stream a little bit. But I think this is a pretty sketchy keep, but I'm obsessed with Llanowar Elf. We get 2 draw steps plus a potential Merfolk Branch Walker unless they just kill the Llanowar Elf, and then that would suck. But there's a lot of decks that can't kill the Llanowar Elf right now. And if we miss with this, we probably lose, but I still think it's worth the keep on the draw. Would not have kept on the play. Just would never keep that on the play in a million years. So they're playing a Guildgate. I wonder if that means they're playing Boros Angels, maybe? Or are they still just Boros? Let's assume Angels, so I'm going to go ahead and block and preserve my life total. I think I was right. I think there was an argument that I could have finded back these, or sorry, finded back this and cast this, but I've got a good feeling that they're going to kill this turn, and if they don't kill this turn, I'm just going to block anyway and gain a life, which will give us the opportunity to find next turn. Um, hopefully it's not just Lava Coil. Lava Coil would be worst case. But because I do believe they're on Boros Angels, I'm just trying to power to the Carnages. which is also why I keep blocking this particular one. And we'll continue to block it again this turn. Doesn't want to attack anymore. Well, that's disappointing. Well, if he's not attacking, I may. Ooh, that was a good one. Well, that wasn't really a card that we expected, so... Whoops. Clicked the wrong one. So we're going to have to take a turn off and do this. Make the board a little bit bigger with that. They still know we have this Overgrown Tomb. They still know we have this Midnight Reaper. Can't really attack with that, so that's odd. This thing can never block, so I see no reason to ever leave it back. Or it can never attack, rather. Ouch. That one's going to suck. It does give us a turn off to play a Carnage, but... And he's going to have quite a formidable force now. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That one can actually attack. That one kind of confuses me. This trades for basically everything. I think I'm happy. Would just play the other Carnage Tyrant if that's the case. That way we get to deal a little damage. This is the next best play for us. This one uses our mana slightly better, I think. And it can attack next turn. It's actually kind of a good draw. So there's probably going to be some double blocks now. Don't really care if this dies. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Alright. Well, new plan. Pretty similar to the old plan. Let's save this now because I'm more worried about... And I tapped my mana poorly. Should have left this untapped and tapped this, but I plan on contempting end of turn. The reason I'm not contempting before he untaps is because there's a chance he has a Lyra or something and we're going to need to clear the board a bit. Going to assume he's going to throw this at the branch walker. Could put all of these in front of this. Really just painting by numbers this game. Like, we can really do no wrong. Unless there's like cleansing novas and stuff, which I would not expect from his style of deck. Okay, well, these are really good versus Siege Gain and Adonto. This isn't particularly good. This is good versus a bunch of flyers. I think I actually want these as well. I may not want these. Don't think I want these. Maybe there's too many of these. Okay. I think this is a keep. It's another hand I would have mulliganed on to play, so it's slightly borderline. But we had answers to Catley. And I didn't bring in the cast outs. It's a real argument that I could have. Good with Godin and Mosby. Potentially too good, apparently. Hmm. One could argue I was supposed to block that. Or kill that. Think I punted. Think I was supposed to target that. Yeah, I got pretty severely punished for playing poorly there. I guess this dies either way, but I take 2 less damage than one way. Well, I take, yeah, 2 less damage than one way. It's a pretty good one. This is brutal. One time, untap green source. Wasn't untapped, but it's better than what we had. We're getting dangerously close to getting Bane fired out this game, which is a concern. Think I have to attack that. This is bad if they have whatchamacallit, Aurelia. Because then I lose Carnage. Well, we are dead, fam. Can't attack, so we're chump blocking with a Carnage here? Because we attack, he pays 4, this just takes 4, then he pumps this and he's attacking for 6 back. So we have to draw like a Vraska's Contempt here and hit maybe a 1-drop off of the Vivian. Well, there goes that. Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Highly appreciate it. That was extremely nice. Like I'm probably dead. The card in their hand's very likely a removal spell. They've held it most of the game. But if it's not a removal spell, is this good enough to not die? I think it is. Highly, highly appreciate the raid. How was your stream? A very good chance that they have the removal for this, though. Yeah. Like, based on they played, that makes a lot of sense. Or anything we want to change from the play to the draw? Kinda want to get rid of a Merfolk Branchwalker or maybe a Seeker Squire. Just gonna run it back. We're just gonna draw a second green source early this time and win. Yeah, well, we'll keep it. It's pretty terrible. I feel like I smashed Drakes. Phoenix is a little bit harder, but I really like the Drake match. I don't think I should have kept this hand. I kept it too hastily, but on hindsight, I'm pretty sure this was an easy mulligan. Oh, yeah. This is definitely a bad keep. It really feels to me like most people like the addition of Playcrafters and Eldest Reborns really just make it to where Dive Down doesn't feel like it does enough, and it's just kind of easy to aggro them out, or at least I've found that it is. Doesn't mean I'm right, but that's what I've found. Pretty sure if they have a Lightning Strike or something, that I would literally buy anything back with one of these. I'm willing to throw one of them away pretty loosely because we have the full three. I think a lot of people just don't sideboard versus Drake's right and get themselves blown out by spell pierces and dive downs way too much. Or at least that's what I've found. Alright, well, I guess I'm just doing this. Oh, I misclicked. I meant to play the Wildgrowth Walker first. That was a pretty large punt. That was just a pure misclick. Like, I know better than to do that. My entire plan was to play them both from the beginning of the turn. Alright, well, we're dead. I don't know, maybe we can draw, like, Swamp into something. May have technically been better just to kill that on the first one. To try to conserve our mana for this, since our plan is to use this either way. And we don't want them being able to sack the turn we use this, because if they sack, we lose the Wildgrowth Walker. So I think I've punted this game pretty sufficiently. I feel like they should probably kill this too. The Catley was the dagger in the heart there. Now we have to draw 2 more lands. Guess I could have used a find and bought back 2 Llanowar Elves, but that doesn't seem very good. Should have probably went ahead and blocked. He's not showed me Shock, he's only showed me Sheevan Fire. So if he wants to kill this, he's going to be able to kill this. Alright, well, looks like we're on this plan now. anything we can to just get additional turns at this point. Think I would block to Catley, but obviously don't block anything else. And he's going to use this in response, of course. Which doesn't do anything, really. Except we think he already has a Shivan Fire, so... or a Shock or whatever, so... Whee! So that means our next threat's going to be kind of useless. Hopefully it's not another Tecatli. It was not another Tecatli. So at least that's good. I wonder what's in their hand. Are they really just not going to play anything? Do they have another sweeper? I certainly don't want that. Just looking for Vivians and Carnage Tyrants now. Maybe another, like Vraska's Contempt or something in case they draw an Aurelia. Or a Lyra. I mean, they've got a bunch of Siege Gains and a bunch of Tecatlis and stuff. It's hard for me to imagine that they would have Deafening Clarion in the deck. So what do we have? We have 4 ways to kill this now? Well, that's a problem. The Rakinli Phoenix is a big problem. We only have 2 ways to kill it. Maybe they just have a Banefire. I don't know. Feel like we took control of the game and drew mono lands. Which makes sense considering we didn't have lands in the early portion of the game. Yeah, that's game. It's a pretty easy match. To lose game 2 and 3 due to mana issues was kind of sad. Oh well. It happens. I should have definitely mulliganed game 3, and I made 2 pretty bad errors in game 3. One of them was a misclick error that gained or cost us 3 life and cost us a Wildgrowth Walker. A Wildgrowth Walker that potentially could have won the game in the spot. So, like, I definitely had an opportunity to win that game. But I should have mulliganed it, and even if I didn't mulligan it, I should have not misclicked. And I did throw away the first find a little too prematurely, I think. I think that come back to bite us. I don't think there's anything I could do about game 2. I'm pretty confident game 3 was a win with better play, though. Well, maybe not a win, but closer. Probably an actual win. I'm not sure. I didn't see a Rekilling Phoenix till game 3, so I didn't really know he had those. I lose round 1 a lot in these events. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm not focused when I start playing or what. It's a person you see playing a lot. No green mana. One green mana, but I'm still going to keep it. I don't really want that. I don't think that card's very good in this match. Like, it might get in some damage, but at some point it's going to be like a 3-kill for a Chupacabra. And Chupacabras don't really kill anything in this match unless they play Doom Whisper, and not every build plays Doom Whisper. Can't block, so we might as well attack. They got double land. I'll leave these back now. I don't want this sneaking through for damage. Wonder what the play is if they play Vivian. Because killing this or is killing Vivian better? It's probably killing Vivian. Okay. Certainly don't care. That felt like a waste, but we're casting Carnage next turn, so. They have an Eldest Reborn main, we just get crushed. They don't, we're not in terrible shape. Don't want you. That was probably a play mistake. I probably should have left a Llanowar Elf on top just so this could have survived that. To be honest, I was gambling just a little bit there. Yeah, so there's the Vivian that I expected. And now I'm maximum punished for my decision. Okay, so what is the right play now? Hmm. I really want to kill this, but it seems too hard to. Could cast this. If I give this +2, his Vivian would still be alive. If I give the Wild Growth Walker +2, I wouldn't be able to attack with the Carnage, or the Carnage would die. I think I would have to target the Carnage and attack. Doesn't feel good enough. Kind of just want to play this, I guess. Then attack the Carnage into that. If they trade, that's fine. I get to draw a card, I can replay Carnage. Um, replaying Carnage probably doesn't get us anywhere, especially if he has his own Carnage. Doesn't feel like this gets us anywhere either, is the problem. Eh. This feels kind of wasteful, but I'm really behind this Vivian. And I want to scry 2. Well, not scry 2, but explore 2. Just trying to give ourselves a chance to get to the answer to the Vivian so we don't straight lose to it. But that was a bit of a wasteful play. Just afraid of them being able to play their own Carnage. And we already know they have a Wild Growth Walker. So even if they don't have Carnage, they're going to be able to flood up the board with 2 to 3 more creatures, all that block pretty well. Double Wild Growth Walker? That's a dagger. Alright, we're going to have to find that Contempt. There's 2 left in our deck. It's really our only outs here. Don't really care if they block this. I just want to draw the card. Indicates to me that they can kill the Midnight Reaper, which we know they can because we've saw a Choop already. So we can draw towards Assassin's Trophy, but that's basically it. Can't beat an Assassin's Trophy now. That's a dagger. Alright, so we have one draw step. What does this get us? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, well, it seems like that's our plan now, right? No ultimate for you, son. Vivian does survive that attack, though, which sucks. But it puts us back into a reasonable spot. They got Doom Whisperer. Yeah. Doom Whisperer's really good in the mirrors for like these super stally late games. Hopefully they don't have an Explore card here. We've not drawn a Planeswalker yet. We have 3 of them. We've drawn... We can't win this game. I should already concede. We've already used all of our finds. He already has a Doom Whisperer. Like, this game's over. It's not a winnable game at this point. I guess I shouldn't have used my Contempt earlier, but I was already so far behind. And they did have another Explore person. They also have a Detection Tower in their build. I personally think Detection Towers are very bad in these decks. I don't think you have the correct mana sources without using Guild Gates. And I always feel like Guild Gate's going to cost me more games than Detection Tower is going to win me. Could just attack this with everything. Maybe we'll get some kind of favorable block, but... But yeah, we're already dead. And I feel like they have Assassin's Trophy or Cast Down in their hand too. That's a big problem. I don't know why we're pausing in this phase. And quite literally find the best card. Might have to switch up this build. The last like 3 times I've got paired versus black green, I've just got buried into a point that I couldn't come back. Hey George, what's up, man? Just gonna let this die. Huh. I guess this is all I can do then. Guess that means that they've droned their second Vivian as well. Even though we've saw, the same amount of cards, and I've saw none. So let's just see what they're ducking. There's some small chance that we can mill them out this game if they have to go like 10 cards here. They didn't have to, though. It was a very small chance. Playing to our outs, though. And the clock matters on Moto. I guess they're going to kill Carnage, but we don't care about Carnage. What was the other card they got back? I didn't notice. Oh, they got the Carnage. Okay. We're just dead. Sure. We knew you had another. Another Doom Whisperer, too? Attacking's just stupid. Alright, well, we've got 3 Vivians, 1 Contempt, and 1 Assassin's Trophy to theoretically kill this Doom Whisperer. That's not very many things. Both our troops are already gone, so this is literally all we can do. And this dies 100%. Guess we could have just ticked up, but then the Vivian still dies, so that doesn't help. Basically just wasting time now. Like I said, this game's been over for... I'm not even kidding. This game's been over for like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 turns. Pretty much when we were forced to use the second finality, the game was kind of over on the spot. We had a few top deck situations at that point. You know, like where we could hit like runner or something crazy. But when we used the third finality, the game was locked. We couldn't have stacked our deck in one. Mainly just not conceding because of the clock. If we win game 2 and game 3 goes long, it may affect our decision making or whatever to a point where we would have the ability to win. To have a removal spell for this, we're dead on board. Alright, well, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, well, in sideboarded games, I always like my Assassin's Trophies. I like my Eldest Reborn. I like my Midnight Reaper, and I like my Contempt. I typically don't like my Cast Down. I typically don't like my Wild Growth Walkers. I typically don't like my Squire. The Squire and Wild Growth Walkers, like I was saying at the beginning of the event, or one of the Walkers and one of the Squires are a new addition to this deck. So, like, the sideboard's not completely fleshed out. But I was leaving one Wild Growth Walker in before, just because, like, being able to get one in the mid or late game off of a Vivian or whatever to pad your life total when you got a little behind is fine. But I don't consider this card very good in the match. This hand's not very good in the match either. It's like actually pretty bad in the match. But it's not bad enough that we can mulligan it. We have none of the important cards. Alright, well, we have an important card now. We have a second important card now. Would I get a swamp? Sure. Something that helped at the beginning of last game as well was all 3 of their explorers drew them lands early, and ours weren't drawing us lands early. Pretty happily trade here. Let's just cast a Vivian and take it up. They've not showed us. They don't have enough mana to cast a Reborn. They technically don't have enough mana for the Contempt either. So just play power cards. Don't care if they gain life. Alright, well, I guess all that time we made them waste in round 1 didn't matter. Since they just got mana screwed and weren't able to play game 2. This is pretty similar to the draws that was reversed, except I was able to get a land and draw out of it and stall out the game. I hit 1 land off my Explorers, was the big difference in game 1. So it let me get to a point where I could stall the game out. But hopefully game 3 we both get to play Magic, because, I mean, I don't really care whether I win or lose. I enjoy playing the game, and so far it feels like neither of us have really played the game. Hey, Iceman, thank you so much for the follow. I do not have alerts, and apparently it was 7 minutes ago, and I have to highly apologize for not seeing it. Just want to be able to play. He's a pretty solid opponent, though, so. And our hand's atrocious. This hand is basically unplayable, but I'm not going to mulligan to 5. Mulliganing to 5 is basically asking to lose. Because these decks are just way too mana heavy. Hungry. Heavy, hungry. I don't know, whatever word you want to use. Yeah. It's not too important. It's kind of weird that he would kill that, to me. "100% block if given the opportunity." Was not given the opportunity. Alright, well, let's force him to block then. So we have the decision between now Vraska's Contempting and Assassin's Trophy. Hey, Donkey, what's up, man? The benefit of the trophy is if we get lucky and draw a land, we can reborn. But just like giving them 2 lands doesn't feel like we're going to be able to win. And that plan requires me to waste a trophy on a land war elf. I'm just going to do this. I'm definitely going to take the high risk play because we're so far behind here. If I was hitting my land drops and hadn't had to mulligan and stuff like that, I'd probably never make this line. Is it bad that if they cast nothing, I'm going to contempt one of these? Kind of hope they miss some brick on it just to get a land. They did not. Could have let them do this first, as technically I gave them information I didn't need to give them. We know they also play Eldest Reborns. There's a high chance that even if we hit the land, this does nothing. But it's our best chance at stabilizing, and we have an Assassin's Trophy that can at least stop them from getting this back. I'm just going to cast this now. It doesn't kill anything that matters, but it can get us a Vivian in a little bit. JK, no Vivian. There's a real argument that I should have attacked there. I think I'm like fairly ahead on the race. And whichever one of us wins is going to be the first one of us that draws a real spell. Well, that's a real spell. I really want them gaining the life. And that's the second the real spell. And we drew land, so the game's over. Oh well, we didn't really get to play Magic 2 out of 3 games. We have no outs now. We can technically draw something that would kill this, but it's not an out to win the game. Suppose I could attack? Seems like my best chance. It's the only way to clear the Jade Light Rangers. Maybe they'll get their land. Who knows? They chose not to get their land. No surprise. Alright, let's draw some carnages. It's not a carnage. Sure, I guess we keep that. Could just take 3. Just taking 3 lets me attack back. Maybe I just block this one then? Go to 5. One of the big problems is the Vivian doesn't do anything for me at this point. Like, I'm not going to be able to get a good card off the Vivian unless it's exactly the one Chupacabra left in the deck. And then that's still probably not enough. I was probably supposed to dump the Vivian and look for a Finality. I think Finality might have been the only card that could have brought me back. As you know, multiple of these cards aren't lands, they're going to be some type of removal spell. So if he has 2 removal now, a Choop wouldn't even save us. If he has 1 removal, it can only be Choop. Yeah, keeping the Vivian was wrong. Our opponent DC'd. If they miraculously don't have a removal spell, a Choop could potentially keep us alive. Oh, sorry, if they don't have a removal spell, anything could keep us alive. Even a Llanowar Elf. If they have only 1 removal spell, a Choop can. There's only 1 Choop left in our deck, though. That's not Choop, is it? They've only used... They've used Alder Contempts, but they've only used 1 trophy. Is this good enough? This doesn't feel good enough. Maybe it is. Alright, removal spell and we're dead. This game. Oh well. Alright, well. Now we miraculously have to 3-0 to get the pity chest. Don't think we actually played a game of Magic in those 3 matches. Or those 3 games. Not technically matches. I mean, we got to make some decisions, but like every game, there was just a snowball. That last game, like, he limped along too, but we didn't really get to play any spells until way too late in the game, and then we didn't draw any reasonable spells. Let's go to eBay. I think I played it fine though. Well, maybe I didn't play game 2 that great, or sorry, game 1. No, I was probably okay. Trying to like think back, but to be honest, I'm too sleepy to remember most of the game. Starting to miss Doom Whisperer though. I think definitely gonna add 1 to 2 Doom Whisperers back to the build. I think. This hand's probably the best hand we've saw today. It loses to Electrostatic Electromancer if that's the thing that they're on. Get both on top. That's scary. I legitimately have cast that card multiple hundred times and can't recall the times I've kept both cards on top. So that is scary AF. So how is everybody today? What have you been into, Donkey? You still testing up the modern? What a dagger. They can rarely kill 2 of that card. I sideboard these out, so I can't imagine wanting more than the 1. They have a bunch of dive downs and spell pierces, we'll never win. I assume because they're playing Guildgate that they're playing uh, the Niv Mizzet build. No dive down, please. Well, 1 bullet dodged. We can pay for Spell Pierce on the next one, so that's nice. If we're playing this, I guess it is Phoenix. You lost to Murph? Loco Dope lost to Murph the other day, too. I gave him a lot of hell about it. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to get Phoenixed. I'll decide if I care or not. I'm not sure that I care. How's the deck been treating you? I'm not casting either of these this turn because of the Beacon Boat. I'm just going to Contempt at the end of turn. They're on Phoenix, so I don't think it's super likely that they're going to Spell Pierce. But even if they do, I'm not super concerned about it. Hmm. That's kind of interesting. I think at this point in the game, I'm going to ignore it. Frenzy Affinity. I don't know if I've ever saw that list. I legitimately am not sure that I know what that is. I kind of want to learn KCI, but I'm afraid it's going to get banned. And I just want to sell my paper KCIs. Oh, that's neat. Well, thank you. I've not got paired versus Phoenixes in so long that I'm not 100% sure how to sideboard. Oh, really? How well did he do? Like, what did he end up? I think in general, I like V's. Mm, I think I want to bring V's in. It's kind of hard because, like, I think this card's bad here. I think, not you. I think you guys are bad here. Like, none of my sideboards super good. You could argue taking these out, but I do think these are a bit better versus Phoenixes than the Niv Mizzet build. Really depends on how they sideboard. I cut a couple of these for just a couple of Duresses. If I knew that they had a bunch of Niv Mizzets, I would probably also bring in this and this, but we don't know that they do. And Phoenix kind of like gums up the plan. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I like Jarvis Yu. He's a good player. I have the answer for Goblin, so that's nice. We don't have the answer to that. I mean, we technically do in this, but there's a good chance he gets counterspelled, and a better chance that he just kills this. Tells you there's a good chance that he killed that. A wee bit of a problem. Oh, nice. Very nice. I need to learn more about Modern, especially if it being the Modern PTQ season. I've missed 2 weeks of PTQs in a row of just not wanting to play Modern. They got a Phoenix. That's not good for us. They get 2 Phoenixes. That would be really bad for us. Oh, wow. We didn't hit a creature either. The main motivation behind playing that was I would get something to make this Wildgrowth Walker a relevant threat. Guess what? We did not. That's a bit of a dagger. If he gets a second Phoenix, we're going to lose now. Not a second Phoenix yet. There's the second Phoenix. Alright, well, we're probably dead now. Should have sideboarded all of these out, I think. I just don't think they're good here. Kind of got blinded by how good they did game one, but I just don't think they're good in general. Still think I have to kill that, or at least try. It having 8 toughness meant they would win the, or power would win the race way too easy if we just played Carnage. What a radical idea already in their graveyard, so I have to imagine the Phoenixes are coming back very soon. Yeah, there's no way they're casting a chart to course this turn and not bringing back these Phoenixes. I don't even know if I think that was a good play. It's just Star, I guess? Not concerned about Star. It's really good to know for the future, though. Well, both times I've cast a Vivian this game, he's got the double Phoenix back. Maybe Vivian's just unlucky. I don't think the stroke does anything. We've already drawn 2 of our Vivians and 1 of our Contempts, so like, what is there, like 3 cards in the deck that it can even hit? Stops us from being dead, but doesn't let us win. Basically trying to find a finality. I think that's the only chance we have to win-win. They got Rao too. Alright, we have no outs. This game's over. So I'm gonna bring you guys in. Bring you in. I wanted the finality to pay 2 mana, not 4. I wanted to get back like a Wild Growth Walker and a Plague Crafter and then like run into some Explorers because I don't think I could have won at that point any other way. Like, it was a long shot, but I don't think I could have won in any other manner. Kind of want to take some Land Werewolves out. What did I bring in? 3. Hmm. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's also not good. I'll keep it, but whatever. Don't think we can win with this hand. Also, I almost refuse to mulligan to 5 if we have lands. If we have lands in a way to kill an Electromancer, I almost refuse to mulligan to 5. Which we had both of those things with this hand. That's not my favorite thing I've ever saw. It's kind of interesting. I feel like if I just killed a druid, or played a druid and killed this with the plague, it just makes it easy for him to throw a removal spell at this and get the Phoenix back either way. I assumed the Phoenix was coming back either way, but this just feels like it's better overall. Maybe we can just draw the land and slam a Carnage? Yeah, never mind. It's a double Phoenix again. So the game's practically just over again. Alright, well, we 0-3'd this event, so I guess we're going to play some Arena, something we can actually win at. I think I'm going to play the same deck in Arena. We don't have an out anymore. It's typically a pretty easy match, too. Alright, well, the screen's going to go black for a little bit while I load up Arena and close Magic Online and everything and move my screens around. May not have played well today. Let's play the same deck. Because of YOLO. We'll play a few more matches, not too many more. Alright, well. I have lands, spells. It's a keepable 7. It'd be a good hand in a mirror. It's going to be bad versus basically most things that aren't Dimir. Horrendous versus Wowweenie. Do the best possible though, which is just stone basic forest. Well, at least they didn't have Legion's Landing. Should probably switch to Ginger's build for best of 1. He's got like 2 of every card. He's like, I'll be decent versus everything. Let's play a little of every card. I don't care about that too much. I mainly at this point just care about hitting lands. If we hit lands, we'll win. If we don't hit lands, we'll lose. It's pretty simple at this point in the game. That's a bit of a dagger. So we take no damage if he chooses to save the flyer. Wow, he didn't choose to save the flyer. We also didn't hit our lands. We made that play specifically to hit lands. We still did not hit. Guess we'll just kill this then. Uses our mana best because if we draw a land, we can play double spell on the following turn. Did not draw a land. Alright, well, this is what you call giving up, basically. It'd be very hard for us to win now. It's quite literally the only way you can lose these matches. Go to 1 if he has a second. Have a second. Decision time. Gaining 6 life better than killing Loxodon Hierarch? I think so. Called that Loxodon Hierarch. That's certainly not what that's called. I think gaining 6 life's better there. Don't much care about that. Doesn't really do anything. If we ever want it back, we can obtain it back as well. The attacks with both of those is pretty easy blocks. That card says, I don't care about any card you have other than reinforcements. Of course you have reinforcements. This card just says, I don't care what you have. Yeah. Those matches are comically easy. As long as you hit your lands. I lost half my viewers since I switched to Arena. No one likes Arena, especially low plat Arena. This hand's solid. What were these hands when we were playing, you know, the game for money? This hand's not particularly good versus Red Deck Wins. Red Deck Wins is another one of those matches that, like, typically if you just draw your lands, you still win. Opponent's not playing lands either, though, so opponent's just top good game. Alright, well, hopefully they won't draw their land. I suppose. They kill that Wild Growth Walker, it's gonna suck for us. They keep tapping good game. I'll have none of your good game stuff. Okay. Only tap good game if they concede. We're going to continue to play. It's not good game. Still trying. Oh, never mind. Apparently I don't know how to do that either. Alright, we'll play one more. Well, we'll play till we win one more. Who knows how long it'll take. Already played pretty close to 2 hours, though. These matches have been really long today. Can't keep this. This hand's not great, but it's certainly a keep. They also mulliganed. It's a mirror. I think this hand gets significantly less good in the mirror. Like, I even sometimes sideboard some of these out in the mirror. Guess I pretty much dump any card right now that's not lands. Try to get to our late game. They have Relic Seekers in their deck. Yeah, we're going to lose this game, I can already tell you. Hopefully they can't kill our Wildgrowth Walker and we can use it to stall for a while. But it's a very good chance that they can. And they can.
Go ahead. I want to get taken out too.
Don't like this attack, because if we draw a Chupacabra or something, they just lose their very good spell for free. It's honestly not good enough in this spot, is it? Even though it's one of the best cards in our deck.
Alive for a life.
Really don't want to play this. Also really don't want to let that stay in place, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do really. Just trying to get lucky and draw land. I failed miserably. Could have kept the Assassin's Trophy, but we're so far behind and we can't even block right now.
I despise tyrants like this. Being ruthless has
Not sure what to do. It doesn't feel like we even have a reasonable plan. Feels like we just have to draw Contempt. Probably into Contempt.
don't dwell on what's about.
Absolutely hate that he's sacking a land. This type of play that he could actually lose the game from. Like, he was in a spot where he literally can't lose the game. But, like, sacking those lands could potentially cost him a game. No, he needs an instant speed removal or he loses the Relic Seeker now. Oh, well, yeah, an instant speed removal.
That won't stop me. The belligerent needs her crew.
We've been behind since turn 2, though, so, like, this is pretty savage. Oh, that's a dagger. I mean, we saw him get it, but it's still a dagger that he had to land. We did not know about the land.
Sacrifices must be made.
Alright, well, looks like we're using this now. Take action, target this thing. Attack that thing with a lot.
I will tear you apart.
Wait, did I misread this? I thought this took 10. Oh, I'm dead then. I thought this took 10. That was a play error by me. I think that was probably a game that we would have won as well. And I just punted it off by not knowing what a card did. Just got confused with both Relic Seekers in play. Oh, savage. I suck. But between the Memorial to Folly and the fact that he hadn't been playing anything, I'm pretty sure we just win that game. This hand's very good. That was embarrassing. I think I'm definitely going to take this one. I just don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to kill it. That way we can just try to cast Vivian to a slightly better board. Yeah, I just want to play these now. I don't think I want that. Can't play this. I know we've already played our land, but just in case I'm wrong, I was not wrong. There's an argument that we could have kept the Assassin's Trophy, though, because it kills a Benelish Marshal. Benelish Marshal's, like, not very good right now, though. I don't care too much if they have a Conclave.
this thing goes.
Better use this as a creature removal spell than to guarantee we get something.
No one said restoration was painless.
Don't really care if they have a conclave on the Vivian. I value the Wild Growth Walker more. Would easily throw the Llanowar Elf away here to get profitable trades. Were you targeted on? Targeted on the Vamper. So I'd probably block like here and here and here. Llanowar Elf is not valuable though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we don't have to worry about any of this stuff dying to Pride.
Meet my newest friend.
Think I'm gonna take this one. Think I'm gonna take that one too. We will not attack. I'm not entirely sure what their good draws are from this point. Okay. that was about what I expected, but I wasn't 100% sure. Well, did a lot better with it on Arena. For anybody who cares, they can always type exclamation mark deck list in chat or look at the link on the stream, but right here you go as well. Like pause and slow it down if you're wanting to look. But yeah, I've always enjoyed this deck. But anyway, I've streamed about 2 hours and it's 10 a.m. I think I'm going to get some bed. Or get in bed. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys and gals. I appreciate it as always, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not really feeling this standard since it's like done in a week. So I really don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow. We may just play more Arena. We might do like a couple of best of threes in Arena. I really want to get this gold to like 200k before the week come out, but then I just bought a bunch of packs and built some more decks, so not getting anywhere close on that. And according to the Reddit leak, which I don't know how true it is, the game's not coming to mobile anymore, which makes me want to invest in it a lot less, but just have no idea. Anyway, take care everybody, and thank you so much.